Let's talk about some other movers here this morning. Boeing looking to fly above recent supply chain disruptions as it looks at ramping up production. The aerospace manufacturer's recent quarterly results saw revenue jump amid strong demand while seeing its net losses narrow. Our Pras Subramanian is here to talk about the numbers. And Pras, it's not like everything is fantastic with Boeing right now, right? They are still having some delays with production, losses are still not great, but the shares are getting bit up today.
Yeah, I mean, things I think are actually looking up for them. Mm-hmm. We had a bigger revenue beat than expected, a profit loss, but smaller than last year at the same time. But the big news is they're boosting their 737 MAX production to 38 planes a month. They still see around 400 to 450 planes delivered this year, which is good. And this came despite a production issue that CEO Dave Calhoun says will impact deliveries over the next few months. So they're hoping to ramp that up and hit that guidance by the end of this year. We'll see how that shakes out. Also on the Dreamliner, they announced a production restart after its own issue in March. Now they're going to ramp up that production through the year. And this comes on the heels of a big Dreamliner deal with the Saudi government that Yahoo Finance's Brian Sozzi was first to report on.
Yeah, I was looking through some of especially in the commercial airplanes category, especially with the segment results that we were tracking there. Looked like that was up by, 60% in this most recent quarter, at least year over year here. The company's president and CEO, David Calhoun, saying that they're progressing through a recent supply chain disruption, but still remaining confident in the goals that they have set for this year. And they have a company backlog at quarter end of $411 billion right now.
I mean, they have over 4,000 MAXs that need to be delivered in backlog. And if you think about it, if they make 400 a year, that's a 10 years at least to fill that backlog. So that's a pretty healthy amount of plane orders there for the MAX. And their big customers here in the States are United and Southwest. So they're actually eagerly awaiting those planes. But the Dreamliner stuff is good news too. Obviously that big deal with the Saudi government. But that ramp was taking a long time. They had plenty of issues with that plane, both in South Carolina and I think also in Washington. So hopefully that's being ironed out for Dave Calhoun, because I don't know if investors have much patience after what happened last year.
Well, they've already had quite a lot of patience, I think, where this company is concerned. So then those further setbacks were upsetting to them. Pras, thank you so much for breaking all this down. Really helpful.